Hello everyone and welcome to QualityOldGames. Today we are having the final episode of the English Longbowmen only campaign, and our objective is to capture 3 enemy settlements. And the primary target, or first target, is Venice. Then we have another army approaching Nuremberg, and let's see if we can catch some Holy Roman settlement. Is it Innsbruck or what between those two? That could be the third one. And we also have 2 armies advancing in the Mongol territory, so we have plenty of opportunities to gaining those 3 settlements. It seems that rather missile-heavy Milanese army composition is attacking us. Fortunately, we should have a defensive bridge battle here, which indeed is the case. So I think the enemy reinforcements will come directly from our back. So that kind of guides how we will position our troops. So I think our main army will guard the bridge in any case, and apparently we cannot deploy the stakes there, but here we can. So let's do that, and then I guess we can have the rest of the army on the flanks here. And of course let's make sure that all of these units will try to shoot arrows for as long as possible. And then the rest of the army will take on the enemy reinforcements. And of course our general will join that army first, because it's most likely that the heaviest fighting will be there first. So there are quite a few handgunners and some Genoese crossbowmen. And it seems the battle is beginning on the bridge as well. And you guys could start firing as well. And there is quite a lot of actually enemy heavy infantry charging us. Of course some crossbows, I think handgunners as well. So let's see how the battle will go there. At least the battle seems to be going rather well in here. The enemy is choosing to engage us in melee. So perhaps we should actually send the general to reinforce the morale next to the bridge.
The enemy are badly bloodied. They have lost half their men.
Okay, the Broken Lances, first unit of them is about to break. Perhaps we should bring at least some of these guys to a bit better position. And it seems the enemy general here is charging us. Let's see if our archers can hit its back.
Let's pray it remains as such.
And it seems we are doing rather well on the bridge. Excellent.
Good tidings. The enemy general lies dead.
I have no idea from which army.
Cowardly foe runs.
Okay, good. I think we can fire at will there. And let's bring in the general to join the next army. Or rather the army defending the bridge. I think it was from this army, so that makes capturing Venice so much easier.
The enemy army flees the field.
I think we can
pursue and run them down.
Have some target practice still with these Longbowmen here. So they will think twice before trying to attack us again. Okay, some kind of bug, so I guess that's enough.
The enemy are utterly vanquished.
Rather nice victory.
This is a great victory.
Okay, that's Venice force. One gained, 2 to go.
Nothing can stop us, sire. Victory! These people now kneel before us, my lord.
And let's actually hope the Timurids won't reach us in time to be a nuisance. So we have disease in Marseille, and apparently the king is having a disease as well. Okay, and there is a storm. Perhaps I should have checked out where Robin the missionary died, but
by your will, sire, we shall engage.
Quite heavy defenses in terms of siege weapons.
We shall prevail in this siege, sire.
Let's hope
sire,
they don't prove to be too much for our defenses there.
We can go no further today, sire. Orders. Yes. We'll make camp. Hail, my king. Orders. As you wish. Orders. Yes.
And let me try to get some new troops still, just in case. Then, of course, in Valencia and Toledo, if we can. Actually, Toledo is very well upgraded. And, of course, we need more troops in Caesarea and in Adana as well. And, of course, in Aleppo too. And we have, it seems, a jihading army closing in.
You are my prisoner.
Actually, let's retrain the more experienced unit.
Orders. As you wish.
And let's see.
My king.
I cannot remember where
As you will,
there is a city.
To battle.
Perhaps it's somewhere here. Do we have a spy?
Where
yeah.
to, sire?
Let's send him to snoop around a bit. And I think it would be very beneficial to bring some reinforcements, especially these most experienced ones, and perhaps we could actually take this city here. And in Venice, situation is looking rather good, so let's leave a few units to guard it. So I think the rest of the army can head towards Innsbruck.
Are you joking, sire? Yes, sire. Moving to crush, sire.
So we should have a contingency plan in case, for example, Milan or Frankfurt
I throw down the
falls.
gauntlet to
Actually,
you.
Frankfurt
Accept
is
my challenge.
in a dire situation. Do we have any improved towers there? Apparently we don't. And what about Milan? Okay, we have cannon towers there, so this army shouldn't be too big of a problem. And no other siege is ongoing at this point. Oh, actually we have one reinforcing. Or rather two small armies moving in as well. Let's see if that Imperial army next to Bologna will start moving against us soon. Hopefully not, because Venice might be threatened in that case. Okay, so there is a Timurid territory. Yep, we don't want to fight this battle.
Rally to me, men! We must regroup. Making camp here, noble sire.
Oh,
Hail my king,
that's quite a few family members.
my lord. Sire, we are leaving. Orders, my lord. Hail my king. Hail my king. Hail my king. Yes, my liege.
Oh. And actually our aim was to improve the defenses in the settlements here. But perhaps Jerusalem is the most important one, except that
By your command.
we actually need to improve the public order there.
Sire, as you wish.
So I think next
As you will, my
turn
king. To battle.
we should
We
be in a
shall
position
prevail in
to
this siege,
assault.
sire. Hail my king.
And perhaps if we get a decent
With
enough
honor,
defensive
sire.
position, we can take out those two Mongol armies there. But
Sire.
let's send in the spy in any case. And then to the European front. Would this improve trade? Okay, a bit. Perhaps that inn will be quite enough. So the siege of Milan has been lifted.
Yes.
And
We
the
shall slaughter
siege
them, my
of
lord.
Innsbruck
Besieging the cowards, my
can
liege.
begin, and actually it seems they have
Patiently
pulled
awaiting
out
to breach
most
and
of
put
their
hail, my
troops from
king.
there. That's some really good news.
Sire.
We can actually
By your
reinforce
command.
Frankfurt.
Hail my king. Hail my king.
Some more
Hail
good
my
news.
Merging armies, my lord. Yes.
And then we have
Order.
these reinforcing
Yes, sire.
armies on the
March
move
to
here as
exhaustion,
well.
sire, my lord. Yes.
Perhaps
Sire.
we could send
Yes,
a bit
sire.
more troops
By
to
your
Venice.
Sire.
And
Hail my king.
could we actually take
As you command, my liege.
Nuremberg? Of course, the factionaire is quite a good general, so let's wait for this army to reinforce. And there is still, at least the king has the plague there. Of course, we might have a chance to attack this Moorish
Sire,
citadel.
my lord.
So let's start
Yes.
to make
We can go no
preparations
further
for
today,
that.
sire. As you wish, my lord. We can't get there, sire.
Okay, it will take
As you wish,
quite
sire.
a long time to reach it.
Orders, sire. Yes. We'll make camp here, sire.
And I think we do have a turn. Just wondering, should we send reinforcements to here, but I guess that army is quite capable, but then again, why not to make sure? Okay. Perhaps he tried to burn that heretic, but was unsuccessful. Okay, I guess this could be the defensive battle. Of course, they have quite a lot of siege weapons, but I think we can withdraw if the situation so requires.
Units, await my orders.
Oh, okay. Yep, the battle map isn't quite as good as I hoped it would be. But let's make do with what we have.
Move out.
Or at least try to. Perhaps deploying those takes, that wasn't the best place. Oh, perhaps it actually was. They are bringing in the siege weapons, so we might actually lose the general in this battle here. To a lucky shot. I guess some advisory information in Rome Total War was that big rocks don't respect rank. So no matter where the onager shot or catapult shot hits, it will kill the one it hits. So, Mongol foot archers leading the attack. Bad for them. Oh. They really do like their fire attacks, it seems. And it seems they are also trying to burn down the stakes there. Not actually hitting anything at the moment. Yes, we are. Good. And actually I think it's the right target because those spearmen can bypass the stakes. So it will be easier when they rout. Unfortunately, it seems they are not doing it too soon.
General lies dead.
Okay,
good riddance to that Saracen desert dog. That'll teach him to ride to war on a pony.
So we have some horse archers, some dismounted heavy archers.
The enemy are badly bloodied. They have lost half their men.
Perhaps I should start to guide the fire a bit, because we are running low on ammo. Or arrows. Oh. Who is hitting these guys? The catapults. Okay. So I guess it's time to get moving with the general. And let's hit Trebuchet first.
The battle is very much in our favor. If we remain true and steadfast, victory will be ours.
Oh! That was a dangerous moment.
The enemy army flees the field. Pursue and run them down.
And I think we don't need to see this army again.
This is a clear victory.
All too easy.
And there is the next army incoming. And still the king has plague. Oh! I don't actually know where my factionaire is. I hope I haven't misplaced him. Yeah. And, well, perhaps I would need to check this, but... So he's the king, and he's the heir, and he can be found in... Where? London? No? Huh.
Your will, sire. Orders.
This with army? Prince John. Huh.
Hail, my lord.
Ah. I don't know, and I don't really care.
Hail, my king. With honor, sire. Assembling a mighty host of your troops,
But at
sire.
least we
I'm
found the
afraid not, my liege.
Holy
As you will,
Roman
my
prince.
king. To battle.
And perhaps we don't actually need to win
Command
that
me,
army. We
sire.
can just conquer a
They'll wish
couple of
they'd never been
settlements.
born, sire.
And here is the first
Such
one.
is the fate of all who oppose us.
And of course I
settlement.
think
Hail,
it
my
would be
king.
rather nice to
My lord.
play the final
Your
battle
will,
of the
sire,
campaign
we shall engage.
manually.
We shall prevail
So,
in this siege,
since
sire.
this is
As you will,
not
my
a
king.
citadel,
To
I
battle.
think we will fight this manually.
Honor
And of
glory
course,
await
the defensive
England
army
men.
is so small that I want to be... The possibility of me embarrassingly losing the battle is quite small.
Units, await my orders.
Then again, if I lose it after saying that, well, won't that be embarrassing then?
General's bodyguard. Units, hold your ground.
Perhaps we can provide some fire support. With these Longbowmen here. Oh, they are actually firing already. Nice. And now the interesting question is, are we actually inflicting any damage? It seems we are. Fair enough. Okay.
Our siege towers have reached the walls.
So much for
now
that.
The butcher's work
Siege
begins.
tower.
Our men have reached the gate with the battering ram.
And
men
let's
have
get
the walls with their ladders.
a strike team
Our siege towers have been
into
destroyed.
position here.
Now we must use other means to break our foes' defenses.
So it seems we are inflicting more casualties than we are suffering. I've always found these siege offenses to be rather difficult ones. Of course that's the point, but you kind of need to pay constantly attention to quite a few details, and of course it takes quite a bit of time to be able to pass through the enemy defenses. And of course the AI does some twerping around. For example, in this case with the light lancers here.
Our men are winning the battle. If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy. Guard this area.
And I guess that will be the last of the Mongol infantry there. And these guys can come
Only half the enemy force
out
remains.
of loose formation. And it seems the enemy general has also fallen. So we are good to move in.
Our soldiers have proved their worth today. The battle is very much in our favor. If we remain true and steadfast,
seems we are
victory will be ours.
using... Oh, and the catapults are starting to fire. So we are engaging enemy missile cavalry in melee with our own missile infantry. So let's hope they don't break the walls and cause too many casualties to our troops there. I think we can bring in the general. And this might actually be a rather difficult portion of the battle, because if those trebuchets manage to land a couple of good shots, they might actually be able to rout quite a significant part of this. Yeah. Well, actually, I don't think that even required that
If we continue like this, we will
hit
smash
from the enemy trebuchet. I think we can bring in our general here.
By St. George, our men have taken control of the city.
Oh. And they actually managed to rout another archer unit. Interesting. But I guess it will be a victory. Rather so. By the timer it seems, since that one guy decided to hide behind the trebuchet.
That goes to only men of great
Okay. Well, perhaps not one of the most exciting final battles, but a sort of final battle nonetheless.
Glorious victory is ours, sire.
And it's
As you commanded,
a victory.
sire. These lands are now yours.
The King of England as High King of the English Empire and Protector of Christendom. Already the achievements of the English Empire and its greatest leader have passed into legend. The once divided land now stands united under the greatest king who was ever born. From this throne, the destiny of the world is shaped.
Okay, and let's see the whole map if I can find in this game the way to open the console. Okay, so I hope this works here as well. So, actually it wasn't Timurid, it was Russian area. Okay, so let's see what the AI managed to do. The Byzantine Empire managed to stay alive, the Turks as well, and then the Mongol, or rather Timurid hordes have just arrived, and it would have been quite a stretch to march there. Of course, Trebizond could have been a bit more closer, and the Venetians were driven off to a couple of islands. Hungary seems to have done rather well. Not well, but perhaps okay. Oh, and Venice controls Constantinople as well. Okay. Then the Polish actually managed to do rather well. And it seems Denmark was wiped out. It seems I didn't notice that. And the Papal States actually managed to carve out a rather nice empire for themselves, as they usually control only Rome. But now they moved to Africa. It seems the Sicilians weren't wiped out either. Milanese had a couple of strongholds. Holy Roman Empire did not fare quite well in the end, and Moors pretty much had their starting area. Perhaps Timbuktu was an addition to it. And then the Portuguese, I guess these are their starting settlements, at least Lisbon, perhaps Pamplona. I'm not certain, is it rebel or is it under Portuguese control at the beginning? But yeah, I think this was rather interesting campaign, and of course the additional element of trying to gain control of all of the areas that England or the British Empire has historically controlled before moving on to any further provinces kind of moved this gameplay pretty much to the late game. And I think that's added a factor of difficulty for the gameplay, because the most enemies fielded late game armies against us, and we still had to stick with that Longbowmen unit that can be reached in the early game already. So a very good unit, those Longbowmen, but perhaps there could have been a bit better late game units as well. For example, let's see, from Toledo, if we had had these retinue Longbowmen or yeoman archers, I think they would have performed a bit better than the Longbowmen. But this is it for today. Thank you very much for watching.
I salute you.
If you like the content, please leave a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Feel free to post comments, give advice, give suggestions for future campaigns and so on. Have a great rest of the day. QualityOldGames out.